Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. And join us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Hi, good morning from the couples couch.
Hi, welcome back to the couples couch.
Guess what?
What?
There's not just a couple here.
There's not?
Oh, we have a third.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know. I'm so happy.
Everybody bring out your pineapples. No.
Oh, yeah, that's... No, absolutely not.
No, it's Cassidy. Just kidding, everybody. Cass is here.
Our sister.
Hi, Cass. Say hello.
Hello, Couples Couch Podcast.
Do you want to give yourself an introduction, or would you like me to?
You can do it.
Oh, gorgeous.
I was really hoping it was going to be you. Hi, everybody. My sister is here with us today. As you know, we've been teasing it, and guess what? She's finally here. The sun is out. The birds are chirping, and Cassidy is here also.
That's my introduction.
All the way from Nashville, Tennessee.
All the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Our favorite singer, songwriter, and finance extraordinaire.
Literally.
Literally. Our favorite finance bro is in the room, everybody.
She has a finance bro body.
She just only doesn't have on her tech bro pants, and I'm
True.
so happy to see it.
I'm literally a finance guy. I'm literally a poet trapped inside the body of a
Yup,
finance guy.
that's the one.
Yeah, that's you.
That's me.
It's so cast-coded.
Taylor wrote it about me.
So cast-coded.
I'm like trying to get Cassidy to live here.
And after all the snow she received, what are your thoughts?
Well, listen, it was supposed to be, well, I don't want to say it was supposed to be pretty.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't know,
We
but
didn't.
like, it's been snowing every day since I got here, and I leave today, and it's beautiful and sunny. And so, you know what, we took a little walk this morning,
Mhm.
and it's like, well, I guess I'll go pack my things soon.
Yeah, it's beautiful this morning. The sun is out. It's shining. We haven't seen blue skies in 3 days, which is not a typical Colorado
Yeah.
life for us. So I was a little sad that that's been what's been happening while Cass is here. But we got to have a nice walk together this morning.
That's a
Yeah,
good
it's been
tease
fun.
for you to come back, you know? You
Yeah.
got to see the sun.
And we get to see you in a couple weeks, which I'm
True.
thrilled.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
Now, a few weeks ago, we did tease on the pod that you got a new puppy.
Yes.
Do you want to give us a puppy update?
Puppy update.
a pup date?
A pup date.
Oh, she's doing great. She loves staying with her Mimi.
What night dog doesn't
Right.
enjoy staying with Mimi?
Yeah.
Okay, we've all
So-
done it.
For all the listeners, I adopted a dog, and then the dog wasn't old enough to be at my apartment, and I'm not great at breaking rules, and so I got really scared that they were going to find out, and I called my mom crying and said, I have to take her back to the shelter. I can't keep her. And in true Mimi fashion, she said, well, why don't we just watch her until she's old
Yeah.
enough? And you know what? She's going to come live with me in like 2 weeks.
Yes, she's old enough. I literally thought, Cash, just change the paperwork. Like, it's not that hard. I was like, get on Adobe. You can literally change things. It's not that big of a deal. And she's like, I can't do it. And so it really just is a testament to Mimi being a saint, because Mimi is people try to give Cassie crap for this. And I say, she did it. My mom first did this for my brother
Oh,
and
call
his
it
dog
out.
Gage.
Love.
Let's talk about where it started.
Talk
My
about
my brother got a house, and you know who stayed with my mom
I'm
for
going to clip
years?
this for Christmas. Who?
Yeah, Andy.
Oh.
Andy and Gage.
Andrew.
Gage. Lived there for years. So I don't like people giving custody crap for it. You know who else did it? You know who else got a dog and was nervous and took it back to her parents' house? Me, your favorite nonverbal podcaster, Brookman.
He loved staying at Mimi's.
He stayed at Mimi's for 3 months also. So you know what? It's just a rite of passage, and everybody stop giving Cassidy crap for it, because you know what? Everybody does it. It's honestly, it's like we take the
Justice for Cassidy.
we take the dog to Mimi's house to be raised for 3 months, and then we take them back.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just get rid of them while they're biting
She just
everything
went
up.
to the farm for the summer.
It's like what you do. All of y'all do it with your kids, and you'll go on vacation anyway. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go have my Aunt Susie, my Aunt Juanita, like watch the kids. And you know what? And y'all go on your little beautiful vacations and go places. So please,
Please.
animals are our children. Obviously, we can't afford them. We're millennials and Gen Zs. And those of you that have them, God bless.
Oh my gosh. This whole situation has been laid to rest, but I love how you pulled it. You're like, and another thing.
And
Thank
another
you,
thing.
Amy.
Yeah.
Listen, I read more about that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so I was just saying, Cassie, we're so glad you have your dog. We're so
Yeah.
glad he's going to come live with you.
Her.
Brooks stayed with
Yeah.
you a couple nights while you were here.
Yeah.
And it got to bring you back into like dog mommyhood. You're transitioning back into being a full-time mother.
A mommy.
Even though I am already, I have a cat.
You don't have to do much with that, to be honest. What do you do?
Oh,
Clean the litter box.
I clean the litter box.
Yeah.
I give her food. We play.
And you hire a pet sitter.
I hire a pet sitter. It's literally the same thing.
It is,
you just take him outside and you feed him and then you sleep.
I
Sure.
walk him a lot. Brissy gets lots of walks. That is
Twice a
something
day.
I'll speak on about pet ownership. There are people around us that have these big dogs that do
Huge
not
dogs.
walk them. Like husky-sized dogs,
Literally huskies.
golden doodle-sized dogs.
Mhm.
They don't walk them. They just let their dogs like pee on their porch and they get to walk like 3 feet. And I just think that is such horrible dog ownership. If you're going to have a dog, you need to think about all the things that are required in it. And
Right.
walking them and getting them good health and exercise is a part of that.
You gotta go for your walkies.
Yeah,
Dude, it's so good for your body.
it is. Briggs loves it. I love it. We're all happy.
We're all happy here.
Yeah, we're all happy. And we're all happy that you're here. What have you been up to since you've been here?
Let's see.
Did you like that transition?
Yeah.
Loved. Great job.
It was phenomenal.
Phenom.
You're a pro. Thank you. I've been
So
doing
much
this for
riz.
like a month and 15 days.
True.
It can be you.
Thursday, we both had to work,
Mhm.
so we were sitting our little booties on the couch working.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the day,
Yeah.
and then
We got the Tortured Poets that night.
we did get to Torture Poets. I didn't leave the house Thursday.
Thursday we
We
did.
were
Yeah.
like busy, and so like y'all did your thing, I did my thing while we were
Mhm.
working, and then we got Torture Poets, and by the time it came on, I was so sleepy, but we persevered. Nonetheless, she persisted.
True.
That was us on the couch. Tanner did not persist. He was asleep.
Tanner did not persist.
Tanner's head was like, looked. I said, "Are you listening?" He's like,
Friday we ran.
We did errands, like did some little shopping about town.
Yeah.
Listened to the Tortured. We listened to the rest of the poets.
Yeah.
And did we go to the gym?
That was Saturday, wasn't
Saturday
it?
was
Yeah.
the gym.
We didn't go to the gym at all on Friday. LOL.
No.
No.
That's so wild of us because we went on Thursday.
We went on Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, but you had to work later than I did, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, we poeted it up. We've watched the music video. I'll get into Summer House later because I know we introduced you to Bravo and all that. That'll be like
Mhm.
a whole different talk about. But you want to talk about Taylor?
Yes, I would love to talk about Taylor.
Tass really threw her ass in this. Okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
my eyes are hurt with tears, but also like as you're crying, you know, you just want to like shake it just a little bit,
Yeah.
like down bad. You're like,
my birthday.
I know. Anything she does with Jack, I'm like, she might be sad. This might be her most depressed Jack, but you know what? She's gonna literally make us shake.
Yeah.
She's gonna make us feel happy.
She's like, okay, get out there.
Yeah, down bad, crying at the gym. I mean, just the beat in it. You're like, oh, teenage bitch. You just okay. You're like, I'm so sad and so I'm grooving.
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 Sad but grooving.
Moving and grooving. Yeah, we listened to the first part of it together, and then we went our separate ways to go to bed, and then I noticed a countdown on her Instagram, and I went, shit, we're gonna be up some more. And I like right when it dropped, I like went into Katie and Tanner's room. I knocked on the door. I said, "Hi, there's another album."
And I went, okay, I'll listen tomorrow.
Listen to mom.
And then I went back to my room and I listened to it.
But not 2 hours before that, you both predicted no double album.
No, okay, yeah, that was the whole thing. So one thing about me is that when I say Taylor isn't going to do something, she does something. So
Every
y'all
time.
y'all just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, true.
Cassidy's radar is that it's 70% chance that it's not gonna rain.
Like, honestly, that should be the tell that if I really believe it's not going to happen, then it's going to happen.
It's definitely happening, yeah.
So then, like, let's just do, like, reverse psychology on that.
No, truly. And I said that because people are like predicting double album and they were like, it's going to be like Serpentine, it's going to be like Reputation dropping. And like somebody who actually understands the music charts here, you were like, absolutely not. Like, that wouldn't happen. Like, why would you like compete with yourself on an album, especially in all of this time right now where like all of these incredible albums are coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were like, there's no way. But I wasn't expecting more songs of this. But actually, what I did notice is that a lot of the lyrics that she was teasing on her Instagram and stuff were part of the second.
Yeah.
That was part of like the anthology.
Yeah, I even saw like somebody tweet, and they were like, none of the lyrics that were on her pop-ups that were like displayed on like the books or whatever, none of those were on the first first part of it. And Taylor Nation like replied to it and said, "Oh, that's weird." And then like
45 minutes we got it, because it's like 2 hours and 2 minutes fully, because we got it and it was only like 1 hour and like, I don't know, it was less than an hour, and it was like less than an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. So it was so good. Do you have a favorite? Upon first listen, I'll let you know that my favorite song was Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Yeah.
Since then, like, now I have multiple favorites, but that song just had really like shook the shit out of me. Like when I first like listened to it, it was just like the way it sounded. It had a lot of like rep vibes to it. It also made me think of like when she's like, "And I'll go down your street." It also made me kind of think about like the Carrie vibes. Like, this is like post Carrie, like looked around in a blood soaked gown. Like, this is like the follow up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're on your own, kid, but who's afraid of me anyway?
Literally.
Like, that's what I got.
Yeah. I also really loved that one too, Who's Afraid of Little Me. She's so good on that. I really need to listen to it some more. I love Thank You, Amy. That song slaps. The Black Dog. Oh, I really love the thing that I didn't love at first, but Daddy, I Love Him. I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. And then I listened to it again, and I was like, no, this is a really, really good song. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, Daddy, I Love Him really, like, makes you LOL. I saw people's, like, initial reactions from it, and they were like, LOL, like, same.
I was reading the lyrics along as I was listening, so I got it spoiled for me the 2 seconds before it happened, but I remember my face went, and then I went, okay, you just wait, you're gonna hear it in a second.
Yeah, I do remember that, and it was so funny. So yeah, I loved hearing that one. And
but literally, if y'all have a if there was like hidden cameras around here, you would just see us all throughout the last couple days going, I'm having his baby. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
And then just like randomly going,
And then I will say, like, upon first listen, Fortnite has grown on me a million times, especially since seeing the video. And there's like a million interpretations of that. Like, who cares? It's just like, it's so good. But the Florida, honestly, when I first heard Florida, I was like, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And then the more I listen to Florida, and I'm just like, this song is a drug. Like, because it says Florida is one hell of a drug at the end of it. And I'm like, this whole song is like a drug. Like,
you know, she puts narcotics in her songs.
I know, it's so good. That was.
They thought they were doing heroin. Indeed, it was actually E.
What's that one about you put narcotics in my songs?
I think it's I Can Do It With a Broken. No. It might have been. Was it Who's Afraid?
Probably. I loved it. It made me think about the interview she did in Lover for Miss Americana. I think maybe it was for Miss Americana, but it was in like that Lover era. She was like, oh, wait, you're upset with me for writing songs about my life in the house that I bought with my own money? Like, she's like, wait, we're upset about that?
Yeah.
I'm so confused that I've made a life for myself and we're upset about that.
Yeah, I had, my thoughts about the album. I fell asleep through most of it, so mine are a little more limited, but I did enjoy it. I like those same songs. Definitely loved I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. My thoughts were, the egg on my face was, I'd hoped the album was more jazz vibes. It indeed was not, which I should have kind of figured from Jack. He doesn't really give jazz. He gives synth.
Yeah, that's true.
Pop. So that's on me. But, I was just really hoping for more False God. It was kind of more country than I really expected.
Especially the end tracks, like they're very much like Aaron Dessner, like Folkmore, Evermore. Blues. Like
very.
They're the cuts that they're just gonna cut deep. Like most of them feel like they cut deep.
Yeah,
I was like, that's so good. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Taylor really, she put all of it in here. And Chloe or Sam, Sophia or Marcus? That song told so many stories. It killed me.
Yeah.
I just said I have a bisexual lover.
I saw like a lot of discourse also on like Twitter and stuff, just people being like, you can definitely tell who produced which part of the album.
Definitely.
Because like obviously people are like, get Jack Antonoff away from Taylor for 2 seconds.
I agree.
But... I do love Jack so much, but there's something about the Aaron Dessner of it all. But okay, here's my question, guys.
Yeah.
Is that on purpose? Well, it's like the Taylor she shows to the world versus the Taylor of like the inside. Like it's the two. It's once again, it's a two. Like is it very meta in the fact that even her in post was like the two. Like they both had their tattoos. They were both gone with their tattoos. Like is that kind of like the whole point of the album of like this is what I'm gonna show you and give you. Yeah. Like we saw the picture of her when she wrote Down Bad that day. No, well, not that day, the day she produced it versus like what she was writing out. Like we were getting all these like multiple perspectives. And I think it's just like everything's not as it seems is kind of like a meta takeaway. But what was the question you were going to ask?
All right. So we know that Tortured Poets is TS11. Does that mean Tortured Poets, the anthology, because it's a double album, is TS12? Or is it all still TS11?
I think it's all still TS11.
Even though it's 2 albums.
I don't know.
Isn't that...
That's a good question. I don't know. I would say, yeah, it's hard to say because if she dropped it as 2 albums, but if it's one technical work, I don't know.
Because it's an anthology.
Right. Yeah. Which means it's like the completed work, right?
Yeah. It's just like a compiling of all like a songs and tracks like in one book.
Right.
All right. So it's just TS11.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think if she had dropped like the anthology a week later, it would have maybe been TS12.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, that's fair.
Like Folkmore, Evermore. Like if she did it like
6 months.
Yeah, a little bit of difference for that.
Also, Evermore was dropped when I was here.
It was.
Yes.
So good. So sad.
Anyways.
Yeah, so yeah, it really slapped. I get all the visuals now. Everything makes sense, I will say. It does.
And we were very fortunate to have it in a time of snow and gray and white because we were all very tortured.
She said her color, she went from colors to just grayish. Like just everything was gray and beige.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad it wasn't that sunny when we were listening to it because I was like, I needed to sit there and feel it. Even though like that night I was like, I have to play some Chapel Row and I need like a little bit of movement.
Pick me up, yeah.
Yeah, like we were all like jogging around the house or doing something silly because we're like, it just, first of all, there's 300 sunny days a year in Colorado. So like just like the gray for 3 days in a row was just like, this is not the typical ratio of sun to clouds.
Right.
Yeah, we were just tortured poets.
We really were.
Yeah, it was great. I had such a good time listening to the Taylor's album. I think it's going to take many listens to like get a full like read and run through. I think there's many muses in this work. I don't think it's even just the 2. And like I think that's kind of the whole like duality perspective of it is like some people are going to really pick up this and some people are really going to pick up this. And I just think it was good. Keep listening. You're going to get my streams.
Yeah.
But I'm really going to have to throw in my Beyonce in there because it's a little lighter and brighter.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I get that.
Any more Taylor thoughts?
I think no.
I think that's pretty covered and smothered.
Perfect. She's going to be going back on tour in May.
Amazing.
Thank God. I need more content.
We'll scream more Taylor.
More!
Yeah,
more! And she'll be like,
every
literally holding up her middle finger to us, like, guys, did you not just listen to the album? No, literally, I saw on, like, on TikTok and Twitter them being like, Taylor, I'm really sorry for going to the error store. Didn't mean to make you feel sad.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to be a part of the problem.
Right.
Like, she's like, yeah, it's okay, guys. You gave me $1 billion.
Right.
Anyways.
James. So we also did Cassie took a part of our world and we took a part of her world.
Right.
What do you want to talk about first, Cass? I'm going to let you choose the direction. Or do you want to talk about joining our world first or us joining your world first?
I feel like I watched a lot of TV. Let's talk about that.
Okay. TV to talk about. That used to be somebody's like TV, whatever. Yeah. Cassidy really you don't really watch a lot of reality TV. Let me share what your typical TV watches are.
Well, I normally just watch like a lot of series. Um, currently not watching anything because I've been reading a lot. I don't know. I feel like it's normally like a drama series or something that I'm watching.
Okay.
Love Anything on HBO.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Love Bridgerton on Netflix. That's coming in May. Guys, I'm silently waiting. But
bated breath.
Bated breath. But yeah, I don't watch reality TV. That's my big thing. That's something that is always on the. If I had to turn it on or do something else, I do something else.
Oh my gosh! Guess what we watch?
Reality TV all weekend.
Guess what we really only watch? Not all weekend, okay? We took a break for Emma and Kimberly. We watched Delicate.
Oh, true. And we watched Coachella.
And we watched Coachella.
Yeah,
which is music reality TV.
Yeah. It's a concert.
But we had to watch, we watched Summer House the other night, and we know we're really old and far back on our recap, but yeah, we watched some Summer House. What was your take? Were you confused? Cassie was like, what's happening?
Who are these people?
Plot? Like,
well, so mean to each other for no reason. That one girl,
Lindsay,
just like, you give him nothing.
Oh, Danielle to Paige.
Danielle to Paige. I was just like, girl, do you know them like that well? Like, what's the whole? Because I mean, I'm just coming in to like a random episode in the middle of the season, but it's like, how much do they see each other outside of like just hanging out at the house together every weekend? And it's like, how much do they see of the relationship? So also for that one dude to also be there just trying to talk, and then Danielle being like, hey, I'm gonna actually derail the conversation real quick.
Kyle, yeah.
No, Danielle is so mean. So what Cassie's talking about, let's like set the scene, is that as we all know, Craig is dating Paige. We've had this conversation before, and how she is just like, she's like, I'm 31 years old, and if somebody told Craig at 31 like to like settle down and get married, he would say absolutely not. Like, I'm going to keep going after my career. Why can't I do the same thing? Just because he's ready now doesn't mean that I'm ready, and we're in this relationship together.
Yeah.
And Danielle is telling Paige, like, you don't give him anything, because she only sees what she sees on TV or hears about, which I'm sure Danielle is an avid Giggly Squad listener, like, because she's thirsty. And I'm sure she just wants to always know what Paige is doing. So I think that's where she got it from, and she was rude.
No, she definitely was. And to Cassidy's point too, like, even on the after show, Paige said, like, if this was coming from one of my girls, like from Amanda or from someone else, like, it would have a little bit more weight to the statement. But like, I knew who it was coming from, so I was kind of able to like table it for that moment, which good on her, because frankly, had I been drinking, I would have eviscerated Danielle. Say some crazy stuff to me, please. I dare you.
Paige has gotten so good at like waiting on her moment to do what she needs to do.
Right.
And like, respect. May we all have
more patience.
Who's afraid of little old me? Like, that's what Paige's energy is giving in this. She's like, okay, and she's like, and I'm gonna tear down your street.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. I'm so excited for Paige to glide into Danielle, just because I don't like Danielle.
No, I agree. She's kind of unlikable. Yeah.
She's just who she is.
But that's funny. So you think they're all just a little mean? Or like they like fight?
Yeah.
Like Lindsay and Carl, because you got to see them kind of fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's like definitely for the drama of it all.
Sure.
They're like, okay, like, let's see, what kind of conversations do you think will spark interest? I'm sure that's what's like been going on in the background. And so they're like, okay, we'll talk about this. But like, even that couple, Carl and Lindsay.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, I see where she was coming from. Like, if obviously he does work per se. He's doing the show.
Sure.
Like, he's doing whatever. But honestly, I think that's just like where they're like, wires like did not cross or whatever, just to be like, hey, like, this is what I'm wanting and like my partner. And he's like, well, that's not what I am. And so she's like, okay, we see the problem.
Yeah, like you all like don't communicate.
For sure.
And that's like a huge thing. And they got engaged. So this is what like you might not know about them, is that they've been friends for a long time. Maybe not even best friends, but like they've been friends, good friends at times, for a very long time. And they got engaged like in less than 9 months without having like these conversations of like, oh, what happens does this happen?
Yeah.
And like being honest about it. It's like they kind of just like dance around it instead of like, if you have a problem with someone, like you go to them.
Yeah.
And so they're having, that's what I think you saw a lot of.
Yeah. them having these serious conversations at a galaxy party, wearing wigs and silver hair
as aliens. That was fun.
Isn't it super far out? It's
Yeah.
like, do I take this seriously?
It's literally like they were having this serious conversation about their lives, and he's dressed in like a space command.
Yeah.
Like his hair is white. She's wearing a wig that fell off moments before. It's like dancing really hard under the light beam.
Yeah.
Under the light beam.
But it's just so funny because like while they're like dressed so silly, she's like, and my man, like what turns me on is like when they like go after things, and he goes, "Do you think I do that?" And she goes, "No." And his face just falls.
No, actually,
poor Carl.
Well, and that's actually like what you said. Like I think speaks to that actual conversation because he was like, "We got him a business coach,
right?
Like, why isn't he making a business right now?" And she's like, "She got me a business coach, and now I get to think through ideas and like decide which one I want to focus on."
Right?
Like he wasn't thinking about executing. He was like, "Oh, I have a business coach and we have money set aside. I'm gonna like focus on the thing." I feel like they're not telling us like what they decided in private, or they're telling us that they didn't decide anything in private of like, what does this look like? How long? What, like, there's just so much I think that they should have talked about in private that they never did. And it's bringing so much animosity to the surface.
For sure.
Well, and just like Carl's like, "Lindsay, you don't do anything either, technically."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're an influencer, but like I'm doing the same things you are."
Yeah.
And I think they didn't have the conversation that she's expecting Carl to be bringing home like quite a bit more money than her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they missed that conversation. It's bad. Oh. And then we get the West and Sierra of it all, and it's just like they're teasing so hard right now of like, are they together or are they not together? And at this point, I'm over at Summer House. Just let us know, are they together or are they not?
Right. Like, are
tease us or don't. But like, just how West is saying he's irritated with Sierra, I'm irritated with you all. West has no reason to be irritated with Sierra. I, as a consumer or viewer, having you all bring it up and say, "We'll find out every 3 seconds," that's annoying.
It's so annoying.
Just like, don't tell us we're going to find out yet. Just say like, you'll see. Like, just in general, like, quit bringing it up. Quit spotting them so much. Wait to showcase them towards the end and bring them on together or bring them on separately. I should have saw Paige this week. That's who I should have seen on Watch What Happens Live this week talking about it. Stop teasing me about it.
Well, and if you're going to tease it so much, like, don't let stories leak about them being in Montana together and her meeting his mom. Like, of course they're together. Like, then just say that.
Well, and like, do you want to talk about like what you said about like Sierra riding so hard on him? And it's like, aren't they together? Like, stop placating.
Oh, well, that was kind of like Paige, honestly. In the after show, they both were kind of like, we rode too hard for West. Like, we gassed him up too much. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think that you did. Like, he's been nothing but a gentleman. I like to see West on my screen. So, and you're dating him. So, Paige, are you jealous because we're not being so forthright with Greg right now? Like, I don't understand. Like, where's it coming from?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's like, are you jealous that they're getting like new people attention? Y'all already had the new attention. People are just like, I won't get off y'all about not getting married. And I'm like, great, don't get married. Keep doing what works.
Right.
He's with you, like, literally stays in New York like 2 months out of the year with you. Like, and then y'all go back and forth. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
What would you do? As somebody who's not married, like, and you're like really, say you just like started, like, you've been building your career all this time and you've just really started pop off. Do you be like, oh, I'm going to go settle down in Charleston, or I'm going to stay in New York and like do what's making me successful?
Oh, I stay in New York.
Exactly.
Well, that's not fair because you love New York. What if it was somewhere else, though?
Okay, well, it's like if I'm currently working on something that I'm really proud of and it's working and it's like things are going well, I don't see myself just like moving, doing something else.
No, that's fair.
Unless like I really felt like I needed to go do that. But if I didn't and things are working and I like where I'm at, I'm like, okay.
Or if it was like a better opportunity, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, but like we can come and go, like in this whole like I'm successful enough to fly back and forth and come and seek you all the time, and you're successful enough to fly back and forth and stay with me all the time.
Yeah. Like,
why do we have to go live in Charleston? I could not. I get why Paige doesn't want to.
No, I get that.
So yeah, I just wanted your thoughts on that, on like that piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to watch a lot of reality TV. My favorite show we watched last night was a show we watched. My favorite show we watched was a show we watched last night, but I'm not even going to get into it. Did you have a favorite between Vanderpump Rules and Summer House?
I think Vanderpump.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, love.
Cassie watched Vanderpump. We had her rewatch the Scandoval episode,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Oh, oh."
Well, it's just so silly. He was talking about how like you watch the like back episodes, and it's like I'm so in love with Ariana. She's the love of my life.
Right.
And then it's like we watch the present episode, and he's like, I've never said that. And
He's like, I don't even live with her. My name's on the mortgage. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
the Australian guy was like, you did say you loved her, because it was like the guy that also dated Raquel.
Oh,
the
British guy.
The
He's
British guy.
James, yeah.
He's like literally Tom is like head in hand crying like, I thought we had something real. I thought she loved me. Now she's on the podcast saying she doesn't. I'm like, it's a relationship with
Someone, yeah.
And you're acting like it doesn't happen. Oh, when he got caught, and I know this is so old news for so many people.
No, but
when he got caught, and he goes, I normally would have deleted those videos.
Yes.
He goes, I just feel so bad. I didn't delete the video.
No, that's what he felt bad about. Yeah, truly.
I'm like, you said everything we needed to hear with the word normally.
I would normally delete those.
I'm like, okay, he's been cheating on you for a very long time.
Uh-huh.
Like, poor girl.
Poor girl.
But yeah, I'm glad you got to experience Vanderpump, and now you can put faces to like all of these names we talk about, because Cassidy is such a good listener. Thank you, Cassidy. Be like Cassidy. Be a loyal listener. Go in and subscribe and like and do all those things. But before you hang up on us, don't wait just yet, because guess what? Tanner and I played
Fortnite. There we were.
In our video game, I learned how to walk on the game. I don't even.
No, she mostly swam.
She mostly swam.
I mostly drowned.
Just. Oh my gosh. So something about me, fun times, is that if I'm not working, I'm either sleeping or I'm reading or I'm playing Fortnite or I'm going on a walk.
Yeah.
Those are like my 5 things that I do.
Her 5 love languages.
My 5 love languages. And I'm not going to make Katie and Tanner sit here and read a book.
Fair, thank you.
Right. Well, we listen to our books.
Yeah.
We're audiobook people.
So I was like, okay, they're going to learn how to play Fortnite if I'm going to watch reality TV.
Fair, yeah.
And your experiences, please share.
Oh, I went last because I wanted to really get a good assessment of what was happening.
Yeah.
I was really horrible still, but it was fun. Like, I didn't know how to actually take people out and unalive them, so I would always just pass the controller back to Cass when people would be close. I'd be like, here you go. Like, I just wanted to drive around and like
in the
G-Wagon wreck, have fun.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. What about you? What were your thoughts?
Okay, for me, I like the whole video game experience. So we took it from Cassidy switched and plugged it into the TV and like made it bigger.
We did.
And I tried to explain to them before that I was going to have a really hard time like walking. I was like, even before we started, I was like, I have a really hard time with video games. I don't really understand how the controllers work because it's not connected in my mind. Like the muscle memory connection's not there. Mm-hmm. And you were like, it's going to be okay. I promise. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then she saw me like struggling to walk. Like I literally couldn't do it. And I was like, I promise you, it's not in my head. I just like, I don't know. It doesn't work. Like the way from hand to like a controller, my hand's like, what's this piece of machinery? It might as well be like wiring a car for me. Like that's how it is. But it was really fun. And I enjoyed like swimming. So I didn't kill anyone.
Thank goodness.
And I also...
That's the objective of the game.
The objective of the game is to kill people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I didn't kill anyone, but I learned to walk. I finally learned how to run, and I slid. I learned how to slide down a boulder, which was so cute.
I thought she was going to kill herself.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I almost yeeted myself off, but like I was good. Like,
Figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out. And apparently, like, I was pretty good because I was so lost in the game that before Cassidy took over, I made it to 10th place. So like I got so lost and stuck in the water that nobody could find me. So if it was a game of hide and go seek, top 10%.
Top 10. That's so funny.
Yeah, I will say that like I'm also not really great with a lot of video games, and when I first started playing, it was the same. Like I could not figure it out. Mm-hmm. And my friends were like, Cassidy, it's not that hard. And they were like trying to show me. It's like, I can't do it. Like, it's impossible. And it was just me playing a lot.
No, seriously. Like, the muscle memory of it, I think, would make, like, a big difference. Because I'm that way with, like, sports, too. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't understand. Playing cards. Like, trying to do like a tactile skill while there's like something new happening in my brain. I'm like, it's a
Yeah.
lot to learn.
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm gonna need at least 2 weeks. But like, it was fun to learn, and I would like absolutely play with you again. Tanner played
sure.
with you again last night.
Yeah,
Tanner
I did.
literally picked up the Switch while we were just sitting here.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, can you get me to where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah.
And I landed for him. Well, he started going, and he goes, somebody's landing with me.
Can you take him out?
It to me.
Yeah, Tanner, he's like, anytime something like scary happens, he's like,
I'm like, oh,
he's
that's
like,
enough.
I hear shooting happening, Cass, and like he'll hand over that.
I was like, I handle it.
I'll
Yeah.
do it. Oh my gosh, that's so
So
funny.
it was a blast.
Yeah, Fortnite was fun though. It was. I
Like,
would definitely play again.
Yeah, I had like.
I want to try the
wondering-
building eventually.
Oh, well, I won't do that. Like, I'm not even good at building because I don't play it.
Oh, that's fair. But if I become a streamer, you'll have to learn.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna become a streamer because he has a Switch.
I'll have a Switch.
You know, he can definitely play
Yours,
Fortnite.
my Switch?
No, I don't even have one.
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't. He's not gonna learn.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
Definitely not going to become a streamer.
Well, past life.
True.
Could've, would've.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, because there's money in that. I'm
Yeah.
so sad I didn't.
There is money in that.
I know.
But-
Depressing.
Hard pass, I guess.
For sure.
yeah,
Switchless.
I know nothing about it. I feel like it's just a whole nother world. I just know nothing about it. I'm just like, hee.
Hey, Brixian.
He said hi. He said we went for a walk. He said I'm gonna be so sad not being able to sleep with my auntie Cass.
So sad.
And yeah,
Well-
what was your favorite thing while you were here?
Yeah, did you have a favorite?
I liked just running around with you guys yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
you had 2 coffees.
I had 2 coffees. Oh yeah, literally, I went to the bathroom and Josh Bros. I had to pee so bad. And while I'm inside, she texts me. She's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, I tell her what I want. And she goes, "They don't have that." And I'm like, "Yes, they do."
I've like literally never ordered it, and you left while in line, which is when you order. Like you order, like as soon as you got out, like in 2 minutes, they took her order, and I was like, "Oh, she's not gonna get anything." So I was trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
Ended up not being helpful, but kind of helpful.
Yeah, I was like, I'll order. She's like, it's not how their menu works. And I was like,
Because they have like these wild menus, like
yeah.
a golden eagle, or like this cinnamon toast crunch, or
Right.
like get this caramel apple slushy, or a
I just
cinnamon raspberry rebel. Like it's
Yeah.
weird. Like
Yeah. Well, I just wanted a vanilla latte, and she was like, "They don't have that," and I was like, "I know they do. I'll order it inside. Don't even worry about it." And then, so I thought she would take that as she's gonna order inside. I'm not gonna worry about it. But then I order my drink, and she goes, "I ordered your drink." And
well, I texted you. I said, "Wait a minute. I think I can order it." Like, and that wasn't a clear enough interpretation saying like,
I've
I-
ordered your drink.
like I
Yeah.
realized the communication failure was on me.
Ugh,
Like,
we love ownership.
yeah, ownership, home ownership, and when you're a jerk, and when you said, "I ain't do that."
Yeah.
like the kid did that. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, I think I can. Like, I'll try. That's what I was trying to say, but I didn't communicate that very well. So sorry.
"Well, it was so funny."
Well, it's not sorry. You got 2 drinks.
I
Like,
got 2 drinks. It's just funny because then she was like, "Oh, I ordered you something. Cancel it." I said, "We paid for it."
and then you said it again. You're like, Cody, I've already paid. I was like, wait, somebody's getting excited. So I'm like, I'm just gonna diffuse the situation by going, heart. And I just hearted the text and I was like, she'll be out in a minute. It'll be fine.
It was fun.
It was fine.
I was like, so yeah. But no, I had a blast with you yesterday. Yeah, we worked out. We made a couple TikToks. We chilled. It was a good day.
It was a great day.
We got Dairy Queen,
I got
a chicken strip basket. Nothing slaps more for me.
made Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, that was delicious.
The spring ones with the blue and green Krispies,
With
delightful.
extra mallows.
Mhm.
Extra mallows.
It was a good day to
A
have a
whole
good
bag.
day.
It was a great day for a great day.
It was a great day.
Do you want to wrap it up?
Well, I think we should wrap it up.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to the Couple Sprouts podcast with Tanner
Hi.
And Cassidy.
and Katie.
And she pointed at Tanner as if to like sign off, as if she didn't already sign off for him.
And she looked at Cass before as if she was going to close this out.
I was like, actually, thank you so much for listening to Couples Couch podcast. You can find us on
She's better than me.
You can find us on YouTube, and you can find us on TikTok at the Couples Couch. Make sure to follow us, give us a like and subscribe. You know what? Turn our podcast on in the background. Just do your daily tasks. You know what? We are such a fun time. We have been on the podcast once. We had such a fun time.
Such a
Literally, if you're not listening to us, then what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Life is so much sadder when you're not listening to the podcast.
I know. I'm like, you can't just be a torture poet.
Mm-mm.
You have to come get your giggles on the pod.
Come get your giggles.
So,
and until next giggle time,
we love you.
Love
it's been
you.
Real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
It has been.
Goodbye.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.